You two. Go in, Marky. Come on. Hey. Rock him in there. Get to the ball. Get out to the ball. And load up block. On, Jonah. Make sure that ball is right, yeah. Attack. Here we go, one ball. What's the foul? The white, turn over. What's the foul? Pressure. Play balls in play. Down left shoulder. Callum. You ready? Down left shoulder. Yeah, talk the cow on the 8. That cross. That cross.
Well then, Gary, before the game, it was bouncing this place with the music. It's quiet as a mouse here, and we've come to this place and done a number. It's fair to say, isn't it?
Silence is deafening.
Yeah.
Said they say, didn't they? No, we were excellent. I thought first half we showed our qualities, we showed our teeth on quite a few occasions. Felt we should have gone in, in front. I think, you know, our performance warranted that. I think the 2 or 3 chances that we created, you know, in normal circumstances we would have maybe gone in, a couple of goals to the good. But, you know, you can only look after performance. I say that regularly, don't I? If performance is correct, you know, and where it needs to be, you tend to find result takes care of itself. And what, you know, the challenge for the chaps at half time is can we replicate it and better it? And I thought, you know, you consider, I feared, and I'm not shy to say it, I feared the last 20 minutes, half hour of the game on the back of the efforts that were put in. It's not the 48-hour turnaround, Seb, it's, you know, the nature of the game the weekend, you know, the spotlight that we was under. Looking at some of the distances on their, you know, vests that they had travelled, I felt the last 20 minutes, half hour was going to be in it, but geez, some of the, you know, the effort and, you know, the work that was put in, and especially in them last 20 minutes, I can do nothing but say that I'm as proud as I possibly could be of a group of players. To get a clean sheet and win the game is you know, is a real fitting tribute to the performance.
Yeah, it's definitely something that was immediately obvious to everyone around us, including me and Matt, that were doing the commentary. The constant press, given how, like you said, what had happened so soon. You've mentioned it so many times, and I think it's important now. That all comes from the preparation, going back months. You know, Mark Finley work, but also the work the players do themselves. Do you?
Totally. We have a really good, honest group of players. They come back in good shape. There's 1 or 2 never, and that was, you know, that was made quite, you know, apparent to them. You know that, Seb. You was party to it, and there's still 1 or 2 still playing catch up to where some of the others are. But, you know, a 9 or 10 week pre-season was frowned at, but I just felt, you know, with the amount of time that we had off in the summer, a 3-week camp, period of time out, and then a 6 or 7 week camp was exactly what was needed. And, you know, and you're seeing the benefits of that. I think the you know, the levels of some of the players in terms of fitness is credit to Mark for sure, because of, you know, the effort that he puts in. But I'm really pleased. Yeah, the fitness levels are extreme. Some of them, you know, the distances, and I'll say it again, what travelled the weekend. I look forward to seeing what they travelled again tonight. And, you know, the press is good, but the counter press is even better, Seb, because, you know, not every passage of play is played out correctly. And, you know, sometimes we're a bit loose in that final third, but, you know, with the emphasis is on getting it back as quickly as we possibly can, and you can see that in Deadfield and Gray and Muir even's buying into it. It's not you know, the strongest part of his game, but he's starting to understand what's required. And the 2 wide players, you know, Ryan Gondo and Rue Donaldson tonight, if it be Wilson Carvalho or whoever it be. I mean, look at your Ryan Hill. By the time he left, he was doing all the nitty gritty bits as well, and understood the requirements, you know, that's needed for our style of play. But as I just said, it's an important win. It's a huge clean sheet considering the players that are unavailable to us, and we move on to Chelmsford now, and that's very much the focus.
Yeah, and just want to touch on that, the clean sheet. Obviously, we came here, you know, you see the team, and you haven't got the Luke Ruddock, you haven't got Dean Inman, you haven't got Charlie Wasserman, you haven't got Sam Cox, but you've got Christian Smith, and then you've got Miles Anderson, who hasn't played for us before. They were magnificent.
Well, look at the amount of games that they've got between them at this level or above or even beyond that. So there's experience there, Seb. Of course there's a fear factor there because it's a makeshift back 4. It's a makeshift back 4 because it's never played together, and it was thrown together for the first time. I thought them 2 were excellent. I thought Kyron Farrell again on the back of his performance Saturday was excellent. But young Imanucci's been out in the, you know, the cold, as we spoke about, and, you know, he's not played as much as he would like. He's, you know, he had a niggle and an injury early doors, and he's, you know, back up and running. But I thought he was excellent as well, ably assisted by a really experienced and, you know, composed performance behind him in Julian. I thought he made a really important save second half, and, you know, and his handling was excellent on a, you know, a slippy pitch.
Yeah, and exactly, we've come to the league leaders and got 3 points, but it's an important 3 points for us, isn't it? In that we followed that up with the Oxford game. Now those are 2 great results, and we're starting. You know, we're 10th. However, if you want, it might be too early to look at the table. We're 10th. We're moving in the right direction now.
Well, I said that to the chaps. You know, what we've done at the weekend, we've heightened the interest in us. You know, amount of messages I had, you know, about our performance. You know, that doesn't go unnoticed. Other teams watch it. I know I heard one of theirs, you know, say, or a couple of theirs say that, you know, what a good team we were and how, you know, well we played the weekend. Well, all that does is just, you know, as I just say, their focus heightens. You know, they know they're in a tough game, and it was important that we showed our teeth again today. And I said that earlier. It's, you know, it's about us. us. It's about making sure we get to the levels and we have a, you know, a gauge stick to work from. Standards are everything to me. You know, the demands I put on the players and the team are very much from standards they've set themselves. Tonight again was it was an indication of where we're at and where we're looking to get to. We're not the finished article still said, we're work in progress, but that's 2 good wins, gets us up the table, and and it gets us in good mood and good form for the weekend tough trip to Chelmsford.
Yeah, right, so Jules, so you donned the captain's armband today and we've come away with the 3 points. Not much of a better performance than that, really.
Yeah, firstly, when the gaffer said I was captain, that was quite an honour, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It was nice to be given that. So we've obviously got a lot of captains in the squad: Luke, Charlie, Dino. So they've obviously all injured tonight, and we missed them. But happy to get it, and happy to get the win. More importantly, yeah, and the clean sheet comes as a bonus.
Yeah, and lots been made, especially in the Prem, of such a quick turnaround. Just 2 days since the Oldham game. How tough is it for you as a player?
Personally, I try to look after myself, and the older I've got, people keep reminding me, I try to look after myself more. When you're younger, you think you're invincible. But credit to the boys, they've obviously looked after themselves. They're full of running again tonight. So it's a big win for us. It's a hard place to come. They've obviously started really well. So to be solid and get the 1-0 win, credit to the boys. They've obviously looked after themselves over the last 48 hours, and we go again Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. And as you were saying, a lot of injuries, a bit of a change in the defensive lineup, but that's 3 clean sheets in 5 games now. You must be really pleased with that.
Yeah, really pleased with that. I mean, whoever's come in has done well. Do you know what I mean? I thought the boys were outstanding tonight, to be honest. They had a long throw, which was difficult to deal with. Smudge, Christian Smith was immense. Cleared every ball. Imran coming in, young lad. Miles, Kai does what Kai does, you know what I mean? So to tie in front, listen, I could go on. The energy throughout the team was brilliant, and it's not down to the back 4 goalkeepers. It's the whole 11 do get clean sheets, and I can't emphasise that enough, because if they're not pressing from the front, we're getting undone at the back. So it's a team effort, it really is, and that's a cliche, but it's true.